This is a walk around of my 2014 BMW G650GS. I'm not going to throw any specs out there. Engines and motorcycles are so different, so many different sizes, power deliveries, performance options, weight ratios. It's not really the power and the specs of the bike, but how it feels. This bike is a single cylinder. I'll mention that. It is not an Austrian motor. It is a Chinese motor, to the best of my knowledge, which actually gives me a little bit of a peace of mind as far as reliability. It does have a easily reachable, adjustable suspension, as you can see by that little right-hand knob there. It does ride better on the road than most dual sports. It has a 19-inch front tire and a 17-inch rear as compared to your usual 18 and 21 setup on a dual sport. This bike is overall about a B- student. It does everything okay and nothing well, but sucks at nothing. So I've taken it off-road a couple times. It does okay. I've taken it on the highway, doing highway speeds, perhaps more. It does okay. It does everything just okay. Gets great gas mileage, has heated grips. The low setting will keep you toasty. The high setting will scorch your hands and make your gloves smell like sweat. The clutch is basic. It feels a little loose, but the clutch cable is very thick. The clutch is overall average. Again, all the controls about average. You have an ABS that you can turn off if you wish. I put a ram mount on the bike. I put some bark busters on the bike, and I've also put on some Givy storage racks. The center gauge is about average. Again, gives you what you need, nothing more, nothing less. I actually did not start the bike up. You all know what a single cylinder thumper sounds like. I don't think you want to hear it on a video. But again, everything's basic. It does have a flash blinker for safety. If you want to use the high beam to indicate passing, alert people of where your motorcycle is in traffic. The key location is about standard. The handlebars are a little wide. They're probably about 2 or 3 inches wider than most handlebars, and they do sit up high. Even myself being taller, I found that I get a little shoulder wear on longer rides. Again, everything with this motorcycle is just about average. You're not going to be tearing up any dirt trails, but it does have a lot of maneuverability and flickability. It only weighs about 400 pounds with roughly 40 horsepower. Again, specs mean nothing. It is a single cylinder. It's either going to give you nothing off the line and you feel like you're lurching the engine in, or you feel like you're going to pop a wheelie. So it's a little hit or miss on where the power delivery comes in. There is less buzziness on this motorcycle than most of your traditional dual sports. I'm not sure if there's a vibration dampener in there, but you really don't feel anything through the handlebars. You don't really feel a whole lot through the seat. You do feel a lot of vibrations in the foot pegs for a rider and as a passenger. The seat itself is wide. It's very accepting for a passenger and a rider. It does have a storage compartment in the back where you can actually unlatch the seat by pulling that lever. But the seat is a little cramped as far as if you are a taller individual. I'm not sure which seat height bike this is. They made, to my knowledge, 3 different seat height versions, a low, standard, and high. This, I would have to imagine, is probably the low seat height or the standard. I do like the feature that the gas tank is, you're able to take the key out of the top of it, which on my other motorcycles you cannot while you're filling up gas. You will note that one of the peculiarities of this motorcycle is that the gas tank is mounted in the rear. This probably helps balance and weight distribution. Very annoying though if you're trying to mount any sort of bags on the back. You basically have to get one of the Givy or other styles of motorcycle case mounts, which can be a lot more expensive than mounting soft bags. The front of the motorcycle I do find to be attractive. Looks wise, I would say it is not average. I've gotten a lot of compliments on this motorcycle, even in the standard color of black, which is nothing exciting. The mirrors are basic. Again, being taller, I find that I'm looking down more and moving my body and head position to find where they are. Another peculiarity of this motorcycle is the GS. The S on the left-hand side gas tank actually is a see-through for your coolant reservoir. So that is a false cutout. An interesting place to put that. And there's a nice view of the engine. All 650 cc's. And then you'll note where the exhaust comes back from the headers or header. The exhaust comes back. It obviously loops up under the bike, being a dual sport, to keep it away from any debris, and it comes up into a H-pipe design. And actually that left exhaust pipe is actually a catalytic converter, and it's fake. No exhaust comes out of that, only out of the right hand side. Very odd. Also, the heat shields that are on the exhausts, don't trust those. Don't touch them. They get very hot. I'm not sure what the point of them was. And again, also, another peculiarity of the bike is that the oil fill is in the front of the bike. There is no gas tank in the front of the bike. You don't put anything in there. Underneath of that shroud hides the battery and access to the oil reservoir. Again, the rear of the bike is attractive as well. I do enjoy having the larger 140 millimeter rear tire. I think that has a lot to do with how maneuverable it is and how well it rides on the road at highway speeds. I also believe the type of tires that are on there compared to the traditional knobbies, your 50/50s, even 70/30s that I ride on sometimes on the KLRs, the KTMs, they tend to make it a little hard. So overall, that is the G650GS. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.